Before I get into the video, I noticed that only 8% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed. Good! The secrets of Katarina will forever stay with me in this channel. Mwahahaha! In all seriousness though, my channel is not monetized and never will be. It's for educational and fun purposes only, so subscriber counts don't matter. However, if you want to stay up to date with my videos, feel free to subscribe anyway. If you like my content and just want to support seeing more videos like this, then you should subscribe to Kocho over at Katarina Videos. Editing and setting up these videos takes an insane amount of time, and having someone to help edit and lean on for creative input has been an invaluable resource. He also makes the most detailed Katarina guides to date, and so you should just go subscribe anyway. I'll put a link in the description. Welcome to my wall hop guide. So for those that do not know already, Katarina can hop walls with her W and her E. You use them in that order, and so what is happening is you're creating a W so close to the edge of the wall that the dagger is on the other side and you can jump to it. And so using this you can cross the walls. Now, normally most wall hop guides would kind of cut it that simple, but I'm going to go into a lot of the more in-depth parts of the mechanics of the wall hop, so that for anyone that wanted a complete understanding of all the possible mechanics and all of the possible interactions and ways you can use it, maybe like in combat or to escape, all of that kind of stuff I'm going to cover in this video. So there are a couple drills that are useful for doing this. The first one works like this. You set a W down and you over aim the wall hop a lot. You spam E and pull it back, and eventually you'll hit the wall hop. The reason this one is good is because even though it takes longer to perform than a quick wall hop, the accuracy is really good. Like, for someone that doesn't know the precise locations to just cross the wall, the slow version is a lot better, because if you miss the wall hop, you could die. And so by spamming E and pulling your mouse back, you ensure that you'll hit the wall hop. So by doing this, you'll eventually get to a point where you'll only need a couple spams, and then eventually you'll just get to where you walk up to the wall and do one click. The second drill would be like just repeated wall hops like this. And you want to just keep crossing sides. So that will quickly help you learn like the aim of small walls. But for larger walls, you're going to have to manually practice these walls. And so for these walls, you want to use a combination of stop, which is the key that makes you stop moving, and a combination of aim, positioning, and point of view. Point of view matters for picking up daggers. If I aim here, but then move my mouse and aim there, those are actually two different spots. And so what you want to have is you want to have a point of view of the center of Katarina. And so like for this one, you want to walk into this tree, and you want your level, the level 9, to be like a decent amount above this orange dot. If you zoom in, you can see this orange dot. You might have to turn your graphics or color candy or whatever it is all the way up to max. But having these details on does help. Even with it completely off, I've seen that this little orange dot is there still though. So you walk up to this tree and you put your mouse on this orange dot, you set a W and then you E, and so that'll cross you over this wall. Now the reason that this mechanic is interesting is that once you know these locations, for example, I know that if I come down here and if I use stop, I can nudge myself into the furthest part of the wall, and then you aim here. And so I know that if I set a W here and then aim there, I can cross the wall, but that would just be into death, right? So what I instead want to do is I want to set my W and move away, and then right before it expires, I want to use it so that I can attack them. a lot of the game for Katarina already is vision control, and hiding your daggers can increase the burst damage you're able to deal in a short amount of time. And so the first question would maybe be, can you do this in game? And the answer is yes. You do this a lot in game as Katarina. Isn't a factor in how useful it is, it's just a factor in how likely the Katarina will be to exploit that type of mechanic. And so knowing how to do this is nothing but in your advantage, and knowing how to do it well only increases that advantage. This makes Katarina deadly around the walls for a lot of reasons. The first reason is that landing Katarina's W is kind of the more skill-oriented side of Katarina, and this takes a lot of the hard work out of it, because by using the wall as a line of sight, the enemies can walk right next to the dagger and be struck by it because you're able to take it to the other side of the wall. And then, so this is good for another reason, which is that some enemies might think that dagger looks out of range altogether, even if it is warded. However, when Katarina collects a dagger, the damage comes out of her. And so by moving through the wall, you're effectively moving where the dagger looks like it's going to go off. To Katarina players, this can look natural, but to people that don't play Katarina, this is actually one of the most unnatural looking parts of the way that she works. And then, so the three types of wall hops are the quick wall hop, where you just kind of very quickly go over the wall. The second type of wall hop is where you let the dagger hit the ground, and then you go over so that you have your reset available after you do the wall hop. And then the third wall hop is a sort of combination of the first two combined. And so the idea of the third wall hop is a little bit trickier. You want to go to the absolute thinnest part of the wall, which is probably about here. And then when you go over the wall, you want to wait for the dagger to land still so that you can catch it on the other side of the wall, which I failed to do. So I'll try again here going the other way. And so I was able to grab the dagger after I had jumped. And so there it is again. And so the idea is that if the wall is thin enough, you can even catch it on the other side after you instantly jump. But it has to be quite thin. And so no wall hop video would be complete without a montage of various different places you could wall hop. Take it away, Kocho.
So hard to find, feeling left all shivery, one of a kind, drowning in your misery. I should let it be, let go and set it free. Love is rare, but yours is killing me. I don't need you. Your love just doesn't feel true, but you're going to my head a lot. Yeah, I don't need you. Who is gonna be you when we come to now? We've been going through so much lately. Tell me, how can I trust you, baby? I planned on making you my lady. The deal is looking shady, but maybe I'm just crazy. on this journey just to